Please describe your job title and primary duties.
I was a consultative sales representative. Basically, you just kind of man the store like you would any other clothing store, and they're big on driving sales add-ons so they can meet their goal. But we weren't commissioned. We were just commissioned for direct orders like online. But
What was the work environment like?
It really varied. I mean, sometimes it was pretty fast-paced around weekends, holidays, but when it wasn't, it's just very kind of slow, kind of laid back. I mean, just kind of talk to your coworkers and try and get stuff done when your manager's there.
What was your favorite part about working there?
Definitely the people. Because I mean, they don't really hire anyone who has no personality or super boring, so people definitely make it interesting. And
Please describe a typical day as an employee.
all right, well, you go in and you look at the floor plan. It has where you're supposed to be every hour, and you go to that section and you make sure everything's faced and there are no holes, and you just make sure the department's presentable to standard. And until you have a customer come in, we have the 10-10 rule. You greet them within 10 seconds or 10 feet, make sure they get what they want, take care of them, do online orders, phone orders, and then go back to fixing stuff when they're gone, and pretty much do that until your day's over.
How would you describe the application and interview process?
There were two interviews. The first one, I think it was just more to see if you were right for the company, just very generic questions that you would be asked at any interview, why you applied, why this would be a good job for you. And then the second one was more geared toward your specific position. Like, since I was going to be a salesperson, they asked me a question like, sell me this pen. And then you had to, do a sales pitch about the pen that she was holding. It was a little more difficult, but I mean, it gives the manager a good idea of how you would go about something that you aren't really used to doing.
What should an applicant wear to the job interview?
Probably khakis and black pants, like slacks, maybe a button down, just a nice shirt, business casual, I guess.
What questions did the interviewer ask during the job interview?
Like before, just, why you applied, why you'd be good for the position, they gave you a lot of situational questions, like what if a customer did this, or if this happened, how would you handle it, or asking what resources you would use if you didn't know a question, an answer to something, or you didn't know, how to look for something, and stuff like that, problem solving.
What set you apart from other candidates?
Probably my personality, because I had no retail experience at all going into it, and for a sales position, I mean, I feel like it's pretty important, but she said, you seem like you would be pretty good with people, and that's pretty much the main thing when you're in a customer service. I mean, you just have to be personable with anyone that you're working with, and I think that's what landed me the job.
What other advice would you give to a job seeker looking to get employment?
Just be yourself and use common sense when answering questions, definitely, and just try and showcase, your skills, abilities, like especially with the internet, doing sales on the internet, and just the way that you deal with people in difficult situations.